this is anime content here, or flair, whatever you want to take it. But I am back, and I'm okay. So, I'm going to be doing another what if. What if Deku was an elemental god? This is going to be a very long series, but bear with me. And I have to tell you a schedule that I'm trying my best to keep up with. So twice a week I will post on anime content, which will be most likely either a series I'm doing right now, which is this series, or a video. Like I have an idea. Twice a week, that's it. And on my normal channel, I'm going to do twice a week as well. Maybe 3 times. I'm not sure. I'm going to try my best to get back into posting. So I guess twice a week is perfect for me. So let's get into the video. So I'm going to say, in this universe, there's going to be the creation god who created quirks and created, the creation god who created the quirks and everything. And then we have the time god who pretty much restores time, makes sure that time is in balance. We have chaos, destruction, elemental, and much more. And also the god of trickery, but there is much more after that. But those are the main ones you should worry about. So, this story starts off where they are all having a feud, saying who should actually hold control over the world. The creation god, of course, said, I created most of it. He was like, but you didn't create the people. The people were not artificially created by you. They were created by all of us, putting all of our strength into the earth, creating life itself. You can't get that back. We all put in our effort to create this universe and make it better and flourish. It wasn't just you. And Chaos said, maybe we should hold a bet. We all reincarnate into different bodies, into different people. And then whoever stands on top out of us all, of course, can have the title of being the person above us all. And they all agree. They all disappear into nothingness, teleporting into somebody else's body, and their power being transferred into someone else. Of course, they have no recollection of this. Of course, not yet. And this is where Deku is hit by a thundering force, as a babe, coming out of Inko's womb. He gets hit by something. Everyone sees it, and sees that Deku's radiating with light. And then it stops. They all say it must be Izuku's quirk, but they're not 100% sure. All they know is, whatever it was, it felt weird. It felt like something or someone had just went inside of Deku. And Inko does not know how to feel about this, but she feels weirded out that the light radiating off of Deku, she felt weird about it. And then the other people, they turn into different people. There are other kids around the world have had that same light. A lot of other people. They weren't all born at the same time, of course, but it was a weird occurrence that more people were being born with that light radiating off of them. And Deku, he wakes up one morning. It's the quirk doctor. They're getting ready to go to the quirk doctor. Deku is so excited because he was told the story about his birth, and he wanted to know what his quirk was. Maybe it was a light manipulation. Maybe it was something else, because Deku's trying to make light of it. Get it? Get the joke? Ha, funny. But he's trying to make light of it. He goes to the quirk doctor and says, "What's my quirk?" And the doctor says, "Sorry, kid, you're quirkless." Deku stops saying, "What? I'm what now? I don't think I heard you right." I can't be quirkless. And he starts to cry. Inko says, what? How is he quirkless? And then tells the doctor the story of his quirk. And then he said the story of his birth. And then he said, I don't know, ma'am. It might have been something else, somebody else's quirk. We don't know what happened. It might have been a miracle, but it's definitely not a quirk. And Inko says, okay, have a good day, sir. Deku feels broken. It feels like his whole world has just shattered. And Deku goes to school the next day. They all say, what's your quirk, Izuku? Including Katsuki Bakugo. With showing off his quirk of explosions, everybody is so excited to hear Izuku's quirk. Deku says, I'm quirkless. And they say, what? What'd you say? He's like, I'm quirkless. Everybody laughs at Deku. They're laughing so loudly that all the teachers hear that he's quirkless. They start laughing at him, saying, I can't believe he's quirkless. Everyone has a quirk. Yeah, everybody in this universe has a quirk. Everybody was born with a quirk. So, nobody else is quirkless. Everybody else has one. So they all make fun of Deku, saying, you're quirkless? You're so weak. We all expected so much out of you. We wasted all of our time on you. They start laughing louder and louder until Deku says, stop. I know I wasn't born with any fancy or flashy quirk or a quirk at all, but that does not give you the right to make fun of me because of that fact. Bakugo says, you're quirkless. You're just a useless Deku. He cracks his knuckles and an explosion comes out. Says, I'll teach you not to talk back to me. And the screams of Deku is heard, but the teachers turn around, ignoring Deku's screams of help. And Deku feels broken. And every day of his life he deals with that same fact of getting bullied, getting jumped by everyone else that sees him and knows he's quirkless. Everybody that looks at him like he's dirt. Inko looks at Deku, and she can't even look at Deku. She turns the other way and says, I'm sorry, Izuku. And the day, 2 years later, Deku is 8. They say, you'll never be good or anything. Just take a swan dive off a roof and hope for a quirk in your next life. And maybe you'll live a better life then. Or maybe that curse will follow you too. How do you think your mother feels about you? And Deku, he stops for a second. And he remembers that every day he walks home, his mother turns the other way and cries because she can't look Deku in the face. She can't look at Deku, seeing him bloody and bruised up. She can't look at Deku anymore. Deku feels anguish and despair that he's hurt his mother so much. He starts to actually think, is there something wrong with me? He goes home that day, feeling sad and depressed that what he was told, and gets up and goes home to see his mother lying on the floor, not moving. Deku goes running towards his mother and saying, please, Mom, get up. He's starting to cry more and more. He says, please get up. His mother is not moving. Blood is dripping down her face. And the intruder in the house looks at him saying, kid, you are not supposed to be here yet. You're just supposed to stay in school. I guess I'm gonna have to murder you too. Everything slows down around Deku. The earth starts to rumble. Everything starts to shake. The whole world is experiencing a mass earthquake as Deku disappears and stabs the man in the heart, killing him. The guy disintegrates, and there's nothing left of him. He starts to shake his mom, He starts to hold on to her, crying, saying, "Please get up," as he calls 911 or the hospital or whatever it is. Or he calls the ambulance, yeah. Whatever it is in Japan. And they take her to the hospital. They say there's nothing we can do for her. We're sorry. As you have to say your last goodbyes. The head trauma that she's suffered was too much. She's not gonna make it. He goes into the room saying, "Please, Mom, I'm sorry for everything." As Inko tries to sit up, she says, "No, I'm sorry. I wish I could have helped you. I really do." As tears fall down her face, she says, "I love you, Izuku," as she dies right there. I would end it off right there to make it sad, but I'm gonna keep going because I don't think anybody would want that sadness to be the end of the video. So, as Deku cries, he realizes that everybody around him doesn't care about him. Nobody does. Nobody on this planet, nobody cares. This is not a villain, Deku. This is not villain. This is still a hero series. He says the best he can do for his mother is to live on and live his best life. And I will become a hero, no matter what. As a memory flashes, he grabs onto his head and has a memory. It's when Deku was first born. Not Deku, but a different person was first born. A light was radiating. As fire, lightning, water, wind, earth, everything started floating around the guy. And he was born. He says, what is that? Why am I having a memory of this? What is this? Is this a villain? He starts to have flashes with memories of this every day while he's sleeping. And of course Deku had to get a job due to the fact that he didn't have his mother anymore. Hisashi sent Deku money so that he can live for the first 3 weeks, but then the money stopped coming in. Deku got a job because I'm gonna say this is when he was like 12 or 11, I don't know, 12, maybe 13, yeah, 13. Yeah, I'm gonna make it when he's 13. He gets a job and stuff. So that when he's 13, that's when Hisashi stops sending him money, so Deku got a job and started to work, and he worked at a supermarket, I'm gonna say. Deku's trying to live his best life, but then he gets another flashback. And he gets a flashback of him fighting a demon. Or that same man fighting a demon-like creature with a sword in his hand and a burning blue flame around him. Deku says, "What is this?" as he passes out on the floor. And the man says, "Well, you had a nice dream, didn't you? Or a vision, or whatever you want to call it. I am mixed in with your subconscious. I am the light that came out when you were born." He's like, "What?" In ways, I'm your quirk. But I'm not really your quirk. Because I am basically wedged into you. I am you and you are me. That's why you're getting these memories. You're getting my memories. They're flowing into you. As will the others. Will have that same thing happen to them. Deku says, "What do you mean by the others?" He's like, "We're almost out of time, but I will do this for you." The man grabs onto Deku's head, and power flows into Deku. He says, "I will give you my power. Everybody else will get different power. You will get my elemental power. Use it wisely and become the #1 hero. Live your best life. And no matter what, do not give up. Because remember, you are Izuku Midoriya. You haven't given up yet, so don't. Your mother wouldn't want you to give up." As for that, the man leaves, and Deku wakes up. And that's where I'm going to leave it off, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, and comment down below how you felt. Peace out, and goodbye, everyone. See ya.